I'm here at Golden Gardens today, our favorite slacklining beach. Someone emailed me last night and asked if we could set up a delta line, a triangle of slack lines. So I went ahead and rigged all the basic ring stuff up at home. That'll be in the end of the tutorial. But for now, we've got the line set up. You can see it's not tight, it's just sort of bouncy. So we're about to equally tension this and then see what it feels like. So in the video here, you're gonna see I'm just going around at each individual tension point on the triangle and just sort of pulling one good tug, kind of like you would tighten the lug nuts on a wheel, trying to equilaterally tension the triangle. The nice thing about the triangle is that it actually doesn't really shift laterally all that much, so when you're on one part of the triangle and someone else is on another part, you don't really feel them as far as lateral movement goes, you just feel the up and down, so it makes doing some sort of tandem stuff with other people much, much easier. Unfortunately, you can kind of underjudge the distance of how much you're going to need to tension it, and you can over-tension one side compared to others. You have to be really careful about equalizing that. On the blue one, I sort of overshot my anchor distance and I had to reset the anchor, but not such a big deal really. So the key to rigging a slack line that goes more than one direction, a three-way line, a four-way line, a five-way line, whatever it is. The key is really just that the lines have to meet in the middle, and so whatever you're loading, you want to make sure it's rated to be loaded equilaterally. And in this case, for me, I'm just going to attach it like a line locker, right? So you've got a normal line locker, attaches to a carabiner. You guys are probably familiar with this. You just pass a bite through twice, and then clip the carabiner through it. Well, basically I'm just doing the same thing with a big 2-inch rappel ring, and of course you can't clip the ring through, so you have to thread it through manually, which is a little annoying, but you can get good at it quick. I call this the double ring method. As far as I know, I invented it. Not to say that I'm awesome or anything, just that I get to name it because I don't think anyone else has done it yet. So, and it's elegant if you're trying to attach a locker to something that can be loaded in every single possible direction, because carabiners are not rated for tri-loading. They're major axis only. So this ring can be loaded in every direction. Next time we meet up, I think I'm going to do a 5- or 6-way line just to see what happens. You could do a 3-way line, and then each of those lines could have another 3-way line off of it. You could do all sorts of crazy stuff if you really wanted to. So the point is that the center ring is going to be rated for loading in all directions. It's going to be a lot stronger than it needs to be, because we like to be safe and not have stuff explode and kill little kids. And then when you tension it, you need to make sure that you're tensioning equilaterally, so that the ring in the center is not shifting way off towards any of the sides, because the sides will be somewhat independent of each other in their reaction. So today 2 of the sides were really tight and one of them was actually a little loose at first. And it was sort of a weird feeling knowing that you were in a way on the same slack line, but stepping from one to the other, it suddenly got really tight even though you had not yet hit the ground and they were still attached to the same anchors. Anyway, other than that, setting up a multiple direction slack line is really easy. I suggest you try it. Send me an email if you have any questions.